Hi all, today we're really excited to show you the new release of the Pocket Rocket Worker app version 2. If you haven't already got the app installed, you will need to go into the relevant app store, search on Pocket Rocket. As you can see, it will come up in the list. If you've already got it installed, then we can click open. And then what we're going to do is we're going to log in with our email address and our password. Press done and then click login. For any new workers, they will need to have a link to register. So when you register them in TempID Plus, they'll be sent a link inviting them to download the app, and then they can log into the app accordingly. So as you can see now, the new dashboard is white and orange. It's very vibrant. We've given it a facelift from version 1. The personal details top left-hand side enables the worker to see all the personal details that are held within the TempID Plus database. The worker can edit that information. For example, could change marital status, press save, and updates TempID Plus accordingly. The same for contact details. You can see that we have a label at the top saying some information is missing. Press edit, you can see that it's the next of kin details. And again, they could go in and edit that information. Press done, press save, and it will update TempID. Same for bank details. The bank details will be updated in TempID Plus, filtered through to the back office app if you're using that, and then sent through to the relevant payroll software. You can track that all the way through. Go back to the dashboard again. Work hours. Okay, so if we view the jobs for week ending the 30th of August, you'll be able to see the red triangle with the exclamation mark on the right hand side. This doesn't allow us, I'm pressing each of those jobs and I can't change anything because the hours have been submitted and processed by the agency, so you can't make any amendments on that, okay? Which is obviously a great security feature, because when the plans have been complete and your client has authorized those timesheets, you don't want the worker making any changes. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the week ending date to the following week, which we can either use and scroll across using our finger and thumb, or we can use the arrows here. So we're going to choose any time week ending the 6th of September. If we now click view jobs, you can see that we've got 4 entries there, and on the right hand side we've got a green edit button which allows us to edit any of the jobs. Now, for demonstration purposes, what we've got here is we've got some daily input jobs and some weekly input. What that means is, and again it depends how they've been set up in TempID Plus, and our support department can help on that. If you email support@rocketsoftware.co.uk or give the support line a call, they'll advise you. This really dictates how your workers are going to enter the information. So first of all, we're going to enter a daily rate. So we're going to click on the 31st of August. And you can see here that we've got a start time and a finish time that's automatically been generated based on the information that we've put when we set the job category and the booking up. So if there's no changes, this is purely a confirmation exercise which will save hundreds and thousands of hours across the year. So if there's no change, I can literally just press the submit button here, okay, at the bottom. If there is a change to the start time, I can click the change, and by selecting either the hours or the minutes, I can then move the selector and change that accordingly. So let's say it was a 15:45 start time instead. I can press OK and press submit hours. Okay, those hours have now been submitted into TempID Plus, and of course, as you can see from the later videos, that will now turn that yellow, waiting to be either authorized by the client or confirmed and completed by the agency. Okay, so that's a daily rate input. What we're going to do now is a weekly input. So if we choose the 7.5 ton driver booking here. We can still change the start time using the time selector for each of the shifts, but you'll notice here that we've got shift number 1 and shift number 2. Because it's a weekly input, it's one entry for the week, or for the days that belong to that weekly booking. And all the worker does here is enters the gross hours. So 16 hours at basic rate, 4 hours at overtime, and press submit. Okay, and those hours have now been submitted. So there's the major difference. You've got the start and finish time, which automatically works out the hours based on the parameters and the rules that you've set up, or the weekly hours, which are just entered in bulk. Okay. So those hours have been entered and they've been uploaded to TempID Plus and ready for sign off from your client. We're excited to announce that availability is now live, so workers can now add their own availability onto the app. So as you can see at the top, we've got green for booked and sort of orange for not booked. So if I want to add some availability, I can scroll to September. I can click on a day, click on add availability and say available in the morning, and that will now add that onto that day. If I enter that by mistake, I can click the recycle bin button here on the right hand side against Monday the 7th of September and actually delete that availability. Okay. To add multiple availability, I click the button, click the first day and the last day, and it will select all those days. You press OK, and I can say I'm available all day on those days, and it will go through and set availability for all of those 6 shifts. Okay. Hope you like the changes and the new interface. We do have further updates coming, auto clock-in, pay slips, rewards and benefits and expenses, and we expect them to be released incrementally throughout the next few weeks. So look forward to showing those changes when they're here. Thanks for watching.